Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today, we've got another NHL slate we're going to be going over. We have 10 games. We're going to be going over 9 of them. One of them is our premium play over at picksandparleys.net. But let's not waste any time with this slate. Let's get right into it before we get into the video. Before we get into the recap of what happened yesterday, you guys know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. You can also follow us on our social medias at BetsEarl on Twitter, at Earl Sports Bets on Instagram. We also have a Discord link if you guys want to join that. The link to that is in the description of the video down below, as well as our merch if you want to help support the channel that way. You can check that out in the comment section below, or in the description of the video down below. And we also have our contest still going. We have a battle. 1.27 units separates number 1 and number 2 here. Andreas Monti still leads at 11.3 units. All right. So now a quick recap over what happened yesterday. Wasn't a great day for hockey. We did hit on our premium play over on picksandparleys.net on the Edmonton Oilers against the Winnipeg Jets. We took them on the money line, so that was a nice hit. But Vancouver, Colorado, and Arizona all lose. They wouldn't even have covered a +1.5 puck line. So not a great day yesterday, and then St. Louis comes back for us, gets us the win, cashes a +137 to soften the blow a little bit yesterday. 1-3 overall, 220 and 207, 51.5% so far this season, up 7.95 units. Still profitable on the year. Not at the end of the day, that's all you can really ask for with betting. So let's get into today's slate. We have a lot of games to go over. We're going to go over 9. And the first game we have here is the New York Islanders and the New York Rangers. And we are starting it right off the bat with, this is our premium play over on picksandparleys.net. So we're going to go right to the second game here. But don't worry, I still have, I believe, 5 plays other than our premium that I'm giving out today. And we're going to start here with the Philadelphia Flyers and the New Jersey Devils. -117 for the Flyers, +106 for the Devils. Over under 6 goals for this game. And this line has come down a lot. The Flyers are only a -117 favorite for this one. And it's because we're getting Alex Lyon in net, who has not looked good this year. 0-2-0, an .865 save percentage, 4.23 goals allowed per game. And Carter Hart's not going to be playing the rest of the year, so it's going to be Brian Elliott and Alex Lyon in net for these for Philadelphia down the stretch. And honestly, I think that's best for Carter Hart there. But looking at this game, it's a pretty simple way we're going to do this, and I'm just going to be blindly betting New Jersey games over the total, I believe, for the rest of the year. This New Jersey team has not looked good defensively. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10 games, going over in 2 of the last 3, with one of them being a push. This New Jersey Devils team allowing 3.45 goals per game, which is 29th in the NHL. They have the worst power play at 70.2%, or penalty kill at 70.2%. Mackenzie Blackwood's not looked the greatest. He still has a .900 save percentage, the last 3.12 goals per game. These two teams have gone over the total in 4 or 5 meetings this season. I like it going over 6 goals here tonight, and you're only having to pay a -110. This Devils team is going to be an over team for the rest of the year, so let's hop on that over right there between the New Jersey Devils and the Philadelphia Flyers. Our next game here is going to be the Carolina Hurricanes hosting the Detroit Red Wings, -340 for the Carolina Hurricanes, +297 for the Red Wings. Over under of 5.5 goals for this one. And this one, this may end up backfiring on me. This may end up blowing up in my face. But I really like the road dog here. I'm betting the +297. We're getting James Reimer versus Jonathan Bernier. Bernier's not looked half bad this year. 9-9-1 and 9-12 Sabres on his 3.02 goals allowed per game. Playing for Detroit, I think that's really good. Mrazek's going to be out, and it's going to be James Reimer, which has arguably been the third best goalie out of the three tandem with Mrazek, Nedeljkovic, and Reimer. Also, Detroit's been giving Carolina fits. They've won 4 of the 7 meetings so far between Detroit and Carolina. So I'm gonna go take a shot in the dark here, and we're gonna bet that plus 297 versus these for the Detroit Red Wings on these Carolina Hurricanes. I think this is an opportunity to cash a nice plus 297 ticket tonight in that game. Our next game is the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Washington Capitals. We get a minus 111 for the Penguins, plus 101 for the Capitals. Tristan Jarry taking on Vitek Vanacek in this matchup. And I like the home dog in this one. It's basically a pick'em dog. I'm going Washington in this matchup. They're 15-6, 15-6-2 at home this year. They have a really good home record. And Pittsburgh's been not great on the road, 12-11-1. Washington has won 7 of their last 10 games, including 3 in a row. Pittsburgh is 7-2-1 their last 10 games, though. So I like this Washington team, though. They're coming off of back-to-back or 3 straight wins versus the New York Islanders, which Islanders have not looked good the last few games. But I like the Capitals in this matchup to keep the momentum going. This is a huge game for them. First place on the line here for this division. I think Pittsburgh potentially has an opportunity to overtake Washington in this division just because of their strength of schedule remaining. But I like the Capitals tonight. They've been playing really well. I believe they have Ovechkin's going to be out tonight. So keep that in mind. But I'm going to go with the momentum to keep going here. They were able to beat the Islanders without Ovechkin. I think they can do the same with the Penguins here tonight. Next game here, we have the Buffalo Sabres heading to Boston to take on the Bruins. Minus 380 for the Bruins, plus 330 for the Sabres. 5.5 is the total for this game as we get Tuukka Rask for Boston versus Ukko-Penne Luukkonen for the Buffalo Sabres. And my initial lead for this one is a slight lean towards that under there. It's just not a place I'm going to get, though. Tuukka Rask has looked good. And the unders hit are in the last 2 games for Boston. They only allowed 2.44 goals allowed per game. They only allowed 27.9 shots on goal per game, which is 5th in the NHL. They have the 3rd best penalty kill at 85.8%. And this Buffalo team doesn't really score. 2.38 goals scored per game. They only average 28.38 shots on goal per game, which is 27th. They do have a decent power play at 20.8%. So leaning towards the under here. No way I'm betting this money line. I think Boston takes this game easily. They've won 5 of the 6 meetings so far between these two teams. But I'm passing on this game, just not getting any action on this one at all. The next game we have here is the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Dallas Stars. Minus 160 for the Lightning, plus 144 for the Stars. Jake Ottinger in net, confirmed for these Dallas Stars. And I'm projecting Andrei Vasilevsky in net for these Lightning. 29, 8-1, 927. Save percentage 2.15 goals allowed per game. I think for the season, he's probably your Vezina Trophy winner. But I'm going to lay off this game. Lean towards the Tampa Bay Lightning. They've won 4 of the 5 matchups this season. They've won their last 3 games. Dallas has not looked bad, though, heading into this game, winning 6 of their last 10 games as well. 6-2-2 record, receiving points in 8 of their last 10. Playing decent defense this year, only allowing 2.51 goals allowed per game, which is 6th in the NHL. So a lean towards the under, but that's juiced here. So I'm going to be passing on this game in general. No action on this one. Our next game here is the Vancouver Canucks and the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're getting minus 290 for the Leafs, plus 256 for the Canucks. Over-under of 6 goals for this one. Slightly towards the under. But I don't want to be betting unders with the Vancouver Canucks this probably anymore this season. It has gone to the under 5 of the 7 meetings, but expect the Canucks to be tired They've been playing a lot of games recently. This is a back-to-back, and I believe 3 games in the last 4 days. It's going to be a hell of a schedule for these Canucks down the stretch. So this is a team I expect to fade. Tonight I can see an argument for betting the plus 256. It's going to be Thatcher Demko versus Dave Rittich. Rittich probably starting with the back-to-back to give Campbell the night off. That's not confirmed, though. So keep an eye on goalies. If it's Rittich, I would like Vancouver a little bit more in this spot, and I like the over probably in this game. But I'm not going to get to this game. I can see an argument for Vancouver. So that's about all I'm going to have for that game, is potentially a shot on Vancouver, but no action for me right now between these two teams. Next, we have the Florida Panthers and the Chicago Blackhawks, minus 156 for the Panthers, plus 141 for the Blackhawks. Over under of 6 goals for this one. My projected goalies are Sergei Bobrovsky. Could be Spencer Knight, though, versus Kevin Lankinen. Also could be Malcolm Subban. So this is another one. No goalies are confirmed, so keep an eye out on who the starting goalies are for this one. I would lean towards the Florida Panthers. They've been playing much better lately, and I expect this Chicago team to continue to fade, especially with Lankinen in net. He's really struggled down the stretch here, so I want really nothing to do with this game. Lean towards potentially the over. Florida's been shooting a lot of pucks on net the last few games, so I can see some offense in this one, but no action on this one. But we do have plays on the last 2 games, so let's head to the St. Louis Blues and the Minnesota Wild, minus 146 for the Wild, plus 132 for the Blues. Over under 5.5 goals for this one, slightly juiced to the over. And the Blues cashed me that plus money ticket last night, and I really needed that for the NHL to limit the bleeding from last night. But for this game, it's a back-to-back. We're going to get Cam Talbot confirmed back in net for the 2nd straight game. They don't want to go to Cabo Kakinen. Understandably so. And I'm projecting potentially Ville Husso in net. But this is a must-win game, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's Jordan Binnington playing back-to-back as well. And I like the over in this game. These two teams are, I'm feeling we're going to see some goals in this match. Minnesota's gone over in 7 of their last 10 games, including the last 3 games. They've been scoring a lot of goals, and I feel like this is a good over spot here. 5.5 is not a bad price, or not a bad line there. Slightly juiced, minus 111. I don't mind that line at all. I feel like this is going to be one of those games. It's a back-to-back. We're going to either see backup goalie in net for St. Louis or Jordan Binnington on a back-to-back. So I like the over in this match. I think we're going to easily see at least 6 goals in this game. So give me the over 5.5 between the Minnesota Wild and the St. Louis Blues tonight. Heading to our final game here, we have the Calgary Flames heading to Edmonton to take on the Oilers, the red-hot Oilers here. Minus 124 for the Oilers, plus 112 for the Flames. This is a must-win game for the Flames here. Mike Smith projected in net against Jacob Markstrom. Mikko Koskinen started last night, probably so that Mike Smith can start tonight. Mike Smith has looked phenomenal this year, 17-5-2, a 923 save percentage, 2.32 goals allowed per game. So he's looked very, very good. And he's the reason why these Edmonton Oilers are where they are right now. If it was Mikko Koskinen, we'd be talking about potentially the Flames being in a playoff spot and the Oilers being out. Honestly, that's where I feel. Mikko Koskinen has not looked good this year. He looked good in his last game yesterday as they got the win versus the Winnipeg Jets. And we're going to continue to ride this Edmonton Oilers here. Honestly, if there's when come playoff time, if they have a bet for who's going to make the Final Four from the Northern Division, it's this Edmonton Oilers team right here. They've been playing very good hockey of late. Very good defensive hockey as well. Under 6 is definitely somewhere I would definitely look in this game as well. But we're going with the Edmonton Oilers here, minus 124 versus the Calgary Flames. I like this spot. I like the Oilers right now. They've been playing phenomenal. So we're taking the Oilers here in this spot. Minus 124 versus the Calgary Flames. All right, quick recap over our plays for today, and then we're going to head on out for this video. We have Philadelphia and New Jersey going over the total. We're taking a shot on the Detroit Red Wings plus 297 versus the Hurricanes. We're on the Capitals plus 101 versus the Penguins. We're on the over 5.5 goals between the Blues and the Wild. And we're going with the Oilers minus 124 versus the Calgary Flames. If this information was helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel down below if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out the video here at Earl Sports Bets. But that's going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching as always. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in the NHL tonight, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.